Good morning, everyone. Good morning. Happy Thanksgiving, almost. So glad to see everybody here today. And of course, our friends from Walmart. Whoa, look at you. Looking all nice and sharp. We are so excited for the 43rd annual Raul Jimenez Thanksgiving Dinner. Can you believe it? 43 years we've been doing it, but we're even more excited because this time we are back. We are back in person. Now, for the past 2 years, there have been some challenges. We have continued to feed the people at home, needy residents who wouldn't otherwise have a Thanksgiving meal. So we've done that, but there's nothing like being reconnected at our Henry B. Gonzalez Convention Center and have everybody come together for a feast of the heart. So thank you all so much for your cooperation. And we are ready with our forks, our carving knives, our spoons, ready to serve the people of San Antonio, our senior citizens and those who are in need this year. And unfortunately, we have a lot more people because of COVID and other situations, inflation, and all of the things that are going on in our country. So thank you all for your help with the Raul Jimenez Thanksgiving Dinner. Now today we're going to hear from the chairwoman, Patricia Jimenez, our mayor, Ron Nierenberg, and Walmart's David Drostada. So to get us started, I'd like to hand the mic over to Patricia Jimenez. Let's have a big round of applause for her.
Thank you so much, Liz. Thank you so much for being here today. As Liz mentioned, we're so grateful to be back at the Convention Center. I know we've been receiving calls since even September wanting to know, will the event be in person? Will you be delivering meals? And so we think this is going to be the best Thanksgiving dinner yet in the history of the Raul Jimenez Thanksgiving Dinner. And we are celebrating our 43rd anniversary. And I'd like to just mention that we are so grateful and we are so honored to have the support of the city of San Antonio for all 43 years. Please give them a warm round of applause, please. Thank you, Mayor. And when my father passed away on October 26, 1998, a lot of people wondered what would happen, what would become of the event. And it could have ended right there, no questions asked. But the community has been so grateful and supportive and has united. And so we are super, super honored and privileged to be able to walk alongside the community to make this happen. We've had a tremendous support from our volunteers and from all of our sponsors, from the city of San Antonio, our friends at the RK Group, and thousands of individuals who give $5, $10. No donation is ever too small. And so, in spite of the fact that this year we've had an increase in cost in certain food items and certain supplies, you would expect that maybe donations would be down. But through the generosity of the community has leaned in even closer and said, how can we help? And so we are so very grateful. And we're also grateful to our presenting sponsor, Walmart, who has also been there to support us and leaned in even closer this year to give even more. And so we're very grateful. I'd also like to take the time to thank my family. My mom and dad have passed on. They were the co-founders. But myself, alongside my niece, Jessica Jimenez, my nephew, Raul Jimenez, and my other nephew, Art Jimenez, and their families, they have continued to embrace the event along with the community. So we're just very happy to be back in person, and we are excited to make this the best Thanksgiving dinner yet. This is what San Antonio is known for, and so we thank you from the bottom of our hearts for embracing my father's legacy and for continuing this Feast of the Heart and beloved San Antonio tradition. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Patricia, for keeping this wonderful San Antonio tradition alive for all these years. We thank you for keeping it going. And of course, appropriately, today is All Souls Day, Dia de los Muertos. And so we have fond memories of Raul Jimenez and Mary Jimenez and all that they did to serve our community. And he would just light up the room. He was the rock star at the Raul Jimenez Thanksgiving Dinner. Everybody, all the senior citizens, all the ladies wanted to dance with him and say hello to him and rush up and greet him when he was wearing that gigantic chef's hat and the chef's outfit. And Patricia was just a little bitty girl when I first saw her more than 4 decades ago, walking with her dad and following him around at the Raul Jimenez Thanksgiving Dinner. And now it gives me great pleasure. Of course, we could not do this without the city of San Antonio's help and our leadership. And with us today, wearing a fabulous Thanksgiving Day tie. I hope TV gets a close-up of it. How about a big, warm welcome for our mayor, Ron Nierenberg.
Good morning. Well, I will be the third to give cheers for having the Raul Jimenez Thanksgiving Dinner back in San Antonio's Convention Center in the heart of our city. This is such a staple for our city and something that has really made us unique to any other city in the United States. During the holiday season, we know many senior citizens and other individuals are alone and cannot afford to pay for a Thanksgiving meal for themselves. There are those who are homeless or can't make ends meet, and they have no way to celebrate Thanksgiving Day. For some, it's simply a joy of having companionship, a smiling face, a warm embrace that they'd be void if not for this feast of the heart. So thankfully, we have the Raul Jimenez Thanksgiving Dinner that happens and now has been happening for the last 43 years, a reason to be making this the most thankful day of the year. The volunteers, of course, play a significant role in making this celebration happen. In fact, there are more than 4,000 people, volunteers throughout the Thanksgiving week, who each play a part in bringing this event to life. And it's my joy today to announce that volunteer registrations for the dinner are now open. For those interested, you can register at rauljimenezdinner.com. And because of the overwhelming support of the community, volunteer spots are open on a first-come, first-served basis. So be quick to sign up. We are so grateful to be living in a compassionate community. I can tell you that the many Thanksgiving days myself and my family have spent with the Raul Jimenez Thanksgiving Dinner, that is the highlight of the day. If you want to feel the warmth and compassion of the San Antonio community, you come to the Convention Center to provide a meal to those in need. And it is such a wonderful way to celebrate who we are in this city. We're so grateful to be living in this city. We're encouraging others, those who can come in person, to do so, as this year's dinner is not only a return to the San Antonio Convention Center, it will be one for the books. This dinner is also partnered with VIA to provide rides to those who do not have transportation. As Patricia mentioned, meals will still be delivered to residents who are unable to attend. One of the silver linings that we've had over the last few years is that we've gotten really good at providing meals for those who are homebound. So meal requests for those who are homebound or elderly are now being taken. Those who are within this category may dial 211 from any telephone and request a meal. Once they've reached the capacity of requests, the Jimenez team will provide an update and information on other organizations where individuals can visit for meals leading up on Thanksgiving Day. The Raul Jimenez Thanksgiving Dinner is fortunate to have strong support of sponsors such as Walmart to help fulfill their mission. And of course, I want to thank my colleagues on the City Council. We have a friendly competition when we begin to raise money for the Jimenez Dinner. And so I think we've all pitched in at this point. And I'm writing my check, I think, in the next couple of days so I can fulfill my pledge. Patricia, don't worry, those funds are on the way. But I also want to thank the entire community for always turning out to support their time, their treasure, to help those in need and to make sure that we have a wonderful Thanksgiving dinner. One of those organizations that does a tremendous job in coordinating volunteers for the Jimenez Dinner is our San Antonio Chamber of Commerce. So, Liz, I think my next job is to invite up our president and CEO of the San Antonio Chamber of Commerce, Richard Perez.
Thank you, Mayor Nurnberg, and good morning, everyone. I am here today to encourage the business community to, just like Walmart, raise their hand and say we want to get involved. We want to help this time-honored tradition where our community comes together to help those in need. And we know that as Americans, as Latinos, as San Antonians, there's nothing that we love more than coming together over a meal. We talk about stories, we relive our lives, and we make new memories. And that's what the Raul Jimenez Thanksgiving Dinner is all about. It's all about coming together as a community, reliving and making new memories so that we can all remember why we love to live in San Antonio, Texas. So, Liz, the Chamber of Commerce will provide a donation as well, and we're happy to do so. And we're happy to encourage businesses near and far to do the same and to also volunteer, because we know money is an important part, but we need bodies to help serve the meals. And by the way, Ron and I have served many, many meals over time. We've danced with the participants, and we've enjoyed the warmth that this event brings to San Antonians. And so with that, I say thank you very much. It's a pleasure and honor to represent the San Antonio Chamber of Commerce. And now my next task is to introduce a dear friend. He serves on the Chamber's board of directors. He is the market manager for Walmart. His name is David Estrada, and I'll ask him to come on up and talk a little bit about what Walmart is doing.
Good morning again, everybody. I am so pleased to be here with you all today and proud to represent Walmart as the presenting sponsor of the 43rd annual Raul Jimenez Thanksgiving Dinner. Walmart is grateful for the opportunity to stand beside Patricia Jimenez, her family, and her team to provide San Antonians a place to gather, share a warm meal, and celebrate on Thanksgiving Day. The Raul Jimenez Thanksgiving Dinner aligns perfectly with Walmart's commitment to fight hunger and spark change. As the world's largest retailer, we have a unique opportunity and responsibility to ensure people have access to the food they want and need. Additionally, so many of our associates look forward to the annual experience of serving alongside their family, their friends, and their co-workers at this incredible event. And now, I'd like to invite Patricia, Mayor Nurnberg, and Richard to join me for the check presentation. Josie, if you'd bring it forward. Here, let's get out in front of the podium. Here, I'll let you hold it out here in front. There we go. So everybody, little drum roll here. On behalf of Walmart, I'd like to present a $30,000 check to the 43rd annual Raul Jimenez Thanksgiving Dinner.
Company leaning in to do even more. Initially, the commitment was for $25,000, and so they've increased it to $30,000. Thank you so much.
All right, David.
Thank you. So again, on behalf of Walmart, thank you all. A heartfelt thanks to the entire Jimenez family, the city of San Antonio for your support in continuing to help make this success, and to all the volunteers and donors that have just done incredible work and will do incredible work in the many days to come. Thank all of you for coming out, and most importantly, continue to serve in any capacity you can and be a part of the legacy that is San Antonio. Thank you all, and God bless.
All right, yay.
You'll get one more shot right here. No, you can get in it. Come on.
Behind the podium.
I don't know how that looks with the podium, but that's all right. All right.
Thank you for being such a good sport.
And thank you so much. David, how about that? The prices at Walmart keep dropping, but the donations are going up. Love it. That's what I like. Well, we thank you all so much for coming out. Thank you to everyone for joining us this morning. And thank you to the media for spreading the word about volunteers, the need for volunteers. Now, if you have any further questions, some of our speakers will be here for about 10 minutes or so. Thanks again. Happy Thanksgiving. We'll see you on Thanksgiving Day.